Uh, Good evening, guys. I am Simone Negri, and today I wanted to show you my Dragonlink deck. This is the deck I like very much because it's the first deck I started playing when I got back into the game like last year. And even though I didn't always play it, I always liked it. I always like its playstyle, the fact it's combo deck, the fact it's pretty hard like to balance your choices. And in this format, I am liking it a lot. The only like very bad matchup it has it's maybe Despia because Super Poly basically single-handedly destroys your board. I did not get like any important results, like not even a regional top, because I didn't bring this to any regional. Like I played Flunder in the regionals I did, and I did pretty poorly, honestly. But I liked the deck a lot, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So this is going to be the deck profile, and following in the video we will have the combo, the somewhat standard combo. So let's begin. I play two Tracers, one Recharger, two Rocket Synchron, and three Quick Launch, of course, as the rocket engine of the deck. This is what makes the deck very strong, in my opinion. This and maybe Hanky Fibrax, like this is very very good. And I like the two Rocket Synchron. I've seen people play one. I don't know why. Like I play 50 in the main deck, and I think this is a pretty good ratio of rocket monsters. I don't ever feel like I need more or less. I think this is basically optimal, at least for me. Then we have the two Absoluters. Again, two, not three. Like I seen people run three, people run one. Like I think this is has to be at least two because it's very good. It's an extender. It's a level 7, which can get you into Baron. It's a very, very good extender because when it goes to the grave, you can add one of the rocket monsters. So yeah, this 2-2. Then I play the RMD package, two black metal and one RMD. Two and not three because I never like wished to get the third one. Like I'm fine with two. Mainly because you need to normal these and you cannot special summon them. So if you draw too many normal summons in one hand, you won't be able to do the combo. That's why I like two, because paired with the rocket monsters, like this makes 7-8, and you ideally want to draw one normal monster and not two, because two are almost always useless. So that's why I play two and Red MD. I like them because this is pretty beefy. It helps you beat maybe like the side decks. Sometimes if you cannot stop the side lock and you draw this, you can somehow climb into the Red MD, or if you draw it, you can use it to beat the opponent's monster and maybe survive one turn. So yeah, it's pretty dumb, but I like this engine. I wouldn't really change the ratios or anything. Then we have the super good and super strong Chaos Space with the two Wyverns. I don't play Levy. I've almost seen, like I've never seen someone play Levy in this version with 60 or 50 because you don't want to draw it. Like you cannot afford to banish too many monsters of your graveyard. You need them, I'd say, for snow and for anything else. And you don't really play that much dark or light monsters at all. Like basically the first synchros you do, like Hulk it's water, Rom is it's wind, and even the monsters. So you get some dark monsters in the grave, but you don't wanna be in a situation when you have few monsters in your graveyard. So that's why I like just the Wyverns as extenders, not really the Levy package. Then we play these guys. These are very very good. This bastard, I keep on doing this fucker, and you cannot use its effect if you draw the right, because you won't be able to use the adventurer stuff. So yeah. But if this combo resolves, it gets you an insane amount of advantage. Like this basically translates into three bodies. Like this is insane. This is very good. And you get this off of Falk, and you can turn this and maybe Absol into Baron. It gives you so much flexibility that I really really like this package. Next, I'm playing Destrudo, oops, and Snow. Destrudo, I like it as a one-off. Like I don't think this is mandatory, but sometimes you just need that extra body to finish the combo. And again, this can be like a level 4 tuner or a level 6 tuner, depending on what you have in the field, depending on what you want it to be. Like you can even get Gamma with Archifibrox. If this is in the graveyard, this can become a level 5. Like this can be basically whatever you want. So this is pretty good. Snow, it's insane. You get this off of Shooting Riser, and it's very, very, very good. So yeah. Next up, these are the bricks. Like, oops. These are the Ravine and the Boot Sector. You don't want to draw this. You add during them during the combo. These are very good cards. Like, what can I say? They have been played in Dragonlink for ages. There's a reason why. They are very good. Then we have the Brave Token Engine. We have Griffon, Faithful, and Rekoback. 3 Rights, 1 Foolish, and 3 Enchantress. I like playing the Foolish because, again, it's not only for sending the Enchantress. You can get the Snow, you can get the Strud, you can get the Abs, you can get basically whatever you need. This can be used in a lot of ways. Like I play one-off Token Collector as a side deck card, and you can, if you draw this, you can even send Token Collector, not go for Shooting Riser against the Sword Soul matchup, and it's basically the FTK. So yeah, this is the Brave Token Engine. Of course, broken as shit, would not be able to play the deck without this, because it gives you like 2 extra free bodies and you can go for Baron the floor. So yeah, very, very good. Nothing to say about this particular engine, if not, besides that this should be like limited, like they are too strong. Then we have the best engine of the deck. I'm kidding. The going second cards, I play one of the Called by the Grave, 3 Droplet, the Gamma and the Driver, 3 Nib, 2 Effect Veiler, and 3 Ash. I play 50, so I needed to cut something, and one of the Veilers seemed like the best card to cut. Ideally, you could play like 3 Imperm instead of Gamma, but I noticed that you really, really need light monsters in your hand, because like even with Chaos Space, like you need to be able to discard something, and Gamma it's very good. Like you play Quick Launch, play Chaos Space. People draw you on an open field for some reason, like you use the Enchantress, you add the right, and people play draw and you Gamma them and you win. So Gamma, in my opinion, it's very good in the main deck. Even if sometimes like you like break it, like you don't use it, it's still fine. It could have protected you, and you don't draw driver as much in 50 as you did in 40. The 3 Ash, because of the Despia matchup, like you need this. These are very good. The Nib, I like it a lot because it's a light and because people don't respect it as much nowadays. So when you are able to use the Nib, you basically win. Droplet because of the side decks mostly. Like if you draw one effect Veiler against a side deck, is not really going to do much. But if you draw maybe the Veiler and the Droplet, you will most likely be able to stop him, to stop the side block at least. So yes, this has been the main deck. I play 50. I tried the version with the punks and the teleport at 60, but I didn't like it because I felt like too brickish. I don't know, and at 60 you don't ever see the side deck cards you put in. So I didn't really like it a lot. For the extra deck, I play Archifibrox, you need this. This is very good. Baron is very good. Chaos Warrior is very good. Striker, you need this. Beast, you need this. Like, I'm not even going to split this because they have been played in Dragonlink for ages. So I'm just going to put the extra deck out here and then maybe explain a few cards. Like, for example, the Borderland is super good. Very, very glad this card came to the TCG. It's a Breath of Fresh Air. Very good extender plus interruption. The only, like, basically 3 to 4 cards I've seen people, like, maybe cut from the deck or change are these, I'd say. I played the Mask Arena before I used to play the Quad Borer, but I don't like it as much. I've seen people play the Triple Burst Dragon instead of maybe the Unicorn or the Dark, but I don't really like it because I don't think it's mandatory in the combo. It's only useful when you need to go through Striker first, but if you go through Striker first, I feel like you're already in sort of a bad spot. However, if I had more space, I would play it. I'm just saying, I don't really love it as a card. And these 3 have won me so many games, like against maybe like even Despia. Like you can climb into Dark, get the free maybe 4 of Albats, you can go into Strike a Dragon, get the effect, get the boot. Like you can combo off with this. Dark is pretty good. I like it a lot. The Unicorn and the Talker help you close out games really well. I like these two a lot. Then the Mask and the Erratic Seal. Erratic Seal, I feel like, even though I don't always make it, like I never make it, when you open up a bad end or you get interrupted with Nib, this is your go-to resource. Like I feel like this is pretty good, like you need to keep this in your extra deck. So now let's take a look at the side deck. The side deck I play 2 Dark Chronomore, 1 Red Reboot, 1 Harpies, 3 evenly matched, the Virus package, and 2 Drolls and 1 Token Collector. So these are against mostly controls, these 5, and when you're going first you can swap them for these 5 because these are also hit traps. So yeah, I think I got the control matchup pretty covered, even though I play 50. And it's maybe the one that scares me the most because if I get hit by it, I don't know, goes and match and skill drain, I basically lost. Like I have no way of outing that. Besides with the brave token stuff, but even then it's hard. So I'd rather be well prepared, and this lineup I feel like deals with it. These cards I prefer them over anti-spell, not only because of the control matchup, because you can hit traps with the virus, but because with the trap trick you can play basically 5 of them, and you see it more often. Since you play 50, you don't always have the chance of seeing the virus, and against many decks it's an FTK. So I really like it. Then we have the 2 Dark Chronomore and 2 Droll and 1 Token Collector. The Droll is here mainly because of Flunder, I'd say, and the Mirror, maybe, as well. It's a good matchup to have in the side. I wish I could bump it up to 3, but I don't have this space. I feel like maybe I could cut evenly to 2, but I don't really like it. Maybe cut Red Reboot, but Red Reboot is so strong as Flunder that I don't really see the point. So this is what I'm playing. These two are good against overly combo decks like Dragonlink, for example, and also against Flunder or side decks because you can stop them in their tracks. So yeah, this has been it for the deck profile. I play 50, as I said. I really like this deck profile and I wouldn't change it as of now. And I see you in the combo video. What's up, guys? This is the part of the video where I show you the combo. So this is our starting end. We have the Black Metal Dragon, the Rite of Faramir, and the Quick Launch. Ideally, this is the best hand, I think. This can be like 2 hand traps or 2 extenders. While these two, I think these are the best cards to work in combo. But they can also be any other combination of 2 monsters that gets you to Hulk, for example, like the Strudo and Black Metal Dragon, Tracer and the Chaos Wyverns, basically anything. If you play Teleport, Teleport is also 1 card like Firebrax. So these two, yeah, they can be like hand traps or basically anything that helps you protect or extend or going second. So yeah, let's begin. I'm going to activate by using Quick Launch first. I do this even though it's kinda wrong, because if this gets ashed then we technically don't have combo, but one, if you start with Quick Launch, basically no one's going to ash this because Dragonlink can play Gamma, and if Gamma resolves that you are fucked, like you win. And I like to basically restart like this because it depends on what I have in my hand, of course, but if I have any other extender, it's good to get ash on this rather than on right. So that's why I start with Quick Launch. So we get the Tracer Rocket out, then we activate the Rite of Faramir to get the Fateful and the token. Then we can activate the Fateful effect to get the Griffon and discard one of the blanks. I'm not going to discard Draco back because this is like a perfect scenario, and we have 2 blanks. So if I have a useful card like a big interruption, like a Nib, and I know I'm playing against a combo deck, of course I'm going to keep the Nib, or a Veiler against like Despia or Ash against Despia, of course I'm going to keep that card. But going in blind, I like to get the Draco back because you already set up so many interruptions that the having follow-up for the next turn, I think it's more important. So we're going to special summon the Griffon Rider, and we're going to normal summon the Black Metal Dragon. Then we're going to link the Metal Dragon and Tracer into Archifibrex, and we're going to activate Archifibrex Chain Link 1, Black Metal Dragon Chain Link 2, and Fateful Chain Link 3. So we're going to get Draco back, the Red MD, and the Roxros Dragon, which is going to be special summoned. Then we're going to link this, synchro this off into Baron de Fleur. This will trigger the Red Rose Dragon effect, and we can special summon the Roxros Dragon. Roxros Dragon effect will trigger, and we can add the Basil Rose Shoot from our deck to our hand. This is another extender. We're going to sync the token and the Drake off in order to go for Shooting Riser effect. We're going to dump Snow. This is not mandatory in the combo, however this is very good because it gets you a Lighting Grave, which is very useful, like very good, and the Snow for the next turn, for the opponent's turn as an additional interruption. Then you're going to link this away for Striker Dragon effect. You're going to get the Boot Sector. You can link this away because since you sent Snow, which is a level 4, this becomes a level 3, and this requires a level 4 Dragon or lower. Then you're going to activate the Basil Rose Shoot. We're going to special summon back one of the two. It doesn't really matter. Like I'm getting Rose Rocks because it was the closest one to like the top of the graveyard. Going into Pisty effect. You're going to special summon the Rocket Racer back from the dead. Then you're going to link these two off. Go for Romulus effect. You're going to add the Dragon Ravine from your deck to your hand. Then you're going to activate the Dragon Ravine, discard the other blank. Again, this you can discard Draco back here or like Red MD if you don't want to extend any further, like it's up to you, but I'm going to discard the blank. And I'm going to Foolish for Absolutor effect. You will get the Rocket Synchron from your deck to your hand. Then I'm going to activate Tracer Rocket effect to pop the Ravine in order to special summon the Rocket Recharger. I'm doing it now because I don't want to waste neither Fateful or Boot Sector because they are both very good follow-up cards for the following turn in case your bird gets overturned and you need to like get back at it and you have the answer right away. And then I'm going to sync this off into the Pepeg ruler, the Chaos ruler. We're going to shuffle. I'm going to mill 5. It doesn't really matter whatever you mill because this is just anything that goes into your hand is card advantage, or in the graveyard gets a card advantage. It's good. You just need this because of the body, because it's a level 8. You're going to make red dot, and then you're going to make the borderland, so you don't really care what you mill. I'm going to mill the Droplet, the Gamma, Absolutor, Foolish, and the another Gamma. This was a very bad mill, except you get to get in your hand an additional extender in Absolutor. So then we're going to go ahead and get the Borderland Dragon out. Then we're going to Boot Sector launch, special summon the Rocket Synchron. Then you can bring back the Chaos Ruler by banishing a light and a dark. As you can see, like we milled 2 Gamma now, but it doesn't always happen. Like you play 3 Nib, 3 Gamma, 1 Driver, and 2 Veiler in my deck list. So you do have some light monsters, but you play a lot of cards, and it's not guaranteed that you're going to have them in your graveyard. So yeah, I'm going to activate the Borderland effect, negating the Chaos Ruler in order to special summon back the Rocket Racer. Then you're going to sync this off into the Abyss, Hot Red Archfiend Dragon Abyss. Here I'm thinking, because since I have this Absolutor in my hand, I can go for an additional play. Like we have a path. We can keep this for next turn, like as additional follow-up, or we can waste this. Like if we keep this, we can banish the Tracer, special summon the Rocket Synchron, and then go into the IP Masquerena, and you can end on this hand, which is not bad at all. Like you have a Snow Engrave. With Unicorn, you can trigger this by discarding it and get you the Tracer or the Rocket Synchron, depending on what you want. Or, since we have drawn an additional extender, we can keep the Tracer here, special summon the Abs, banish the Abs to special summon the Red MD effect. You can special summon back the rocket recharger, and with these two, you can sync it into a Borreled Savage, which is an additional interruption, and you have also this big ass body on the board. Again, this is up to you. The combo is not really that standard. Like, you can at least get these three always, basically. And if you draw like this and nobody interrupts you, you can extend further into the IP basically 100% of the time, because this is equals to two monsters. So what I like about the deck also is that you don't really have a standard combo. Like, you can go into whatever you like, depending on your hand, depending where you get interrupted, depending on what you want to interrupt your opponent. Like, you can even stop very early and go for Seal and Savage and maybe Baron if you can. That's what I like about the deck. So this has been everything by me. I hope you have a great day. If you like the video, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.